Welcome to the New Church Without Walls International. We're glad you're viewing us today and glad you tuned in with us to listen. We look forward to seeing you. We're at 300 South Kensington in Lecanto, Florida. Our service time, listen, you can come at 8 o'clock. You can come at 9:30 Sunday school, or you can come at 11 o'clock, or you can come on a Wednesday. It's called Happy Hour. Happy Hour, 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Then bilingual services on Friday. We'd love to have you. God bless you. We look forward to seeing you. If you're in our neck of the woods, don't forget to stop by 300 South Kensington, Lecanto, the New Church Without Walls International, where all people are somebody special. And there's no perfect people. But we look forward to seeing you. God bless you. Have a great day now. Bye-bye.
Watch this. The possibility of your breakthrough. The possibilities of your miracle. The possibilities of your dreams actualized. Possibility. That means it's also a probability. It depends on you. Leave that at that. Let me get into the word. God bless us. I want to preach a message. Over a year ago, I started a series called the Avatar series. And I spoke about Moses, the last waterbender. How many of y'all remember that message in the old church? Today I'm going to go part 2. Jesus, the firebender. Now, if that didn't move you, my subtitle, I think it might jump out at you. We on fire, but watch us not burn.
Go ahead, preacher. Go ahead, preacher. Go ahead, preacher.
I'm going to preach today about approved by fire. Come on, look at somebody next to you and say approved by fire. Real quick, the Spirit of the living God, I ask that you would come and that you would execute today. That you would execute every alien invader, every demonic force, everything that is causing us to have blocked progress. I ask that you would come with a mighty move in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I'm usually very reserved and I like to teach, but lately I've been really feeling a preaching anointing all over me now. I'm going to give you a little bit of background. I'm certain such years old. So I was raised in Macedonia, fire baptized and holiness church. So if you hear a little, pardon me, that's just, that ain't coming from me. I'm just being honest with y'all. So if you hear a little, why is he coughing? What's wrong with him? That's just background. Okay, just letting you know. I promise we're going to preach a little bit later, but if you bear with me about 7-8 minutes, we're going to talk a little bit here. then we're going to move on. But right now, we're getting on the treadmill. Once you fill out an application and turn over your social security number, a lender will pull the version of your credit and report, your credit report and or credit score. They'll use your credit profile and other factors like your income to debt to income ratio to determine if you're meeting their underwritten standards. Underwriting standards are benchmarks a lender sets regarding who can qualify for their loans and at what terms. Remember, we're talking about being approved. Follow me now. So, again, if you meet those standards, you'll be offered a loan contract. And if you don't, you'll learn why you were rejected when the lender sends an adverse action notice in the mail. In life testings, we usually get approved or denied. But God's system of approval, it differs from ours. See, we check on, have the patron pay previous bills on time, and how much they make versus how much they spend.
All right.
That's how we check. But usually when God wants to really raise the quality of our life, He puts us in a series of trials, troubles, and afflictions. Watch this. To see what our character will show Him about whether or not we get approved or denied. The Apostle James wrote something interesting. So we're going to jump off his experiences. It's James chapter 1, verse 2 through 4. Do we have the scripture? Okay, good.
Amen.
It says, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. This is the interesting part. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect, complete, lacking nothing. He said, count it all joy. He must have had some spiritual insight that I lack. Because I don't like to count it all joy when I'm really going through intense trials and afflictions and sickness and all types of attacks. How do you know when it's a season, Elton? And not just some attack? I'm glad you asked me that, Elton. It's when many different trials and things come out of nowhere and they put in for an extended stay. They move in and they won't leave. Has there been anybody else other than me?
Come on.
You prayed, you fasted, you praised, you spoke, you rebuked, you even cast out. All to no avail. You did what the prophet said, you did what the preacher said, and you also did what the Bible said, and it still has not moved. Is there anybody in the building? I have some joyful news for you. It's only a test. It may have been an hour for some people, or a day, or weeks, or months. For some of us, it's been years. It's only a test. Watch this. To unveil your true contents. So that's what the apostle meant about that. He basically said you're under close examination. You're being screened and monitored. You're under investigation, and by definition, there is trials. Can you put trials up there? By definition, this is what trials mean. The action or process of trying or putting to the proof. A preliminary contest, a tryout or experiment to test quality, value, or usefulness. What is it? What you prayed for and asked for or preached about must be put to the test.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Watch this. It's put to the test to see if you're authentic or are you synthetic. Real one or not. So your approval ratings go up when you can remain in a climate that kills everything else, but you survive.
Come on now. Come on now.
That's good stuff.
I really wanted to really break down the Daniel chapter 3 as a whole, but I remember what Pastor talked about. Don't give too much scripture. Don't give too much. We got to stay within context. So I chose one verse the Holy Spirit put in my spirit that really jumped out at me, and it's Daniel chapter 3, verse 19. Daniel chapter 3, verse 19. And the story we're talking about, 3 characters. Anybody know the 3? The Hebrew 3. Shadrach, Meshach, and that's right. Ananias, Mishael, I forgot what was up. What was the other? And,
A bad Negro.
somebody said it. What up? I ain't repeat. I rebuke you. Daniel chapter 3, verse 19. Then Nebuchadnezzar, because I know my wife won't pick up me and somebody else. Then Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, and the expression on his face changed towards Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Okay? He spoke and commanded, this is very important, that they heat the furnace. How many times? 7 times. We're going to get to that later. More than it was usually heated. Let's talk about fire. The New Testament fire for most of us is different from the old times. Because in the old times, they were actually cast into a real fire. In the new times, it refers to great afflictions, great adversities, and severe troubles. Can I just turn up just a little bit on fire? Fire is dangerous and can be fatal. It is a consuming force, destructive and powerful, indefatigable. To prove that fires don't fatigue, I just need you to look outside and look up at the sun. Because does the sun look like it's going to sleep and the radiance of the sun, does it look like it's starting to fade? Wait. And see at night when we have clear skies, does the stars look like they're starting to turn off? So fire really doesn't weary, it really doesn't burn out unless by some other force. And yet, as powerful as it is, it can be an asset if used properly, because it provides light for us. It also seems unautonomous and without a ruler. However, there's one in whom this fire comes from. We're on a treadmill. Set your treadmills up to 0.4 miles per hour. We're just taking those little baby steps right now, but we're about to speed up in just a few moments, I promise you. John 8:12 says this. Then Jesus spoke to them again, saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. I know he spoke a metaphor, but perhaps Jesus was also talking about his godly essence.
All right.
That he mentioned light. Because all light really is something that is ignited, that gives or simulates sight and makes things visible.
Right. Right. That's good.
Okay, we're going to move on. When people and angels beheld God up in heaven, they had to veil their faces. Because the dichotomy of his glory was both terrible and yet awesome. His presence is loving and yet threatening. And to a man, if it's handled wrong, it can be fatal. Because he's holy And God is so holy that he cannot be approached without you being approved.
My God.
You must be an approved citizen to have an audience with God. You got to have some type of citizenship or residence, or you got to have a plug. Turn to your neighbor and ask him, do you have a plug to get through God? I got a plug. I got a plug. His name is Jesus. It's my approval. As hot and uncontrollable that fire can get, it must obey the one who sets the thermostat. Where's the thermostat in this building? Where is it? Okay, it's back there? Okay. All right, yeah, I see it back there. Anybody know what a thermostat is? It's the little thing with the AC on it that we turn up and down. See, the thermostat controls the temperature. The thermometer only measures the temperature. Y'all follow me? The thing about fire is it cannot turn up its own heat, or it can't turn itself down. Someone of greater and or similar nature must authorize that action. So I wonder why Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Wait a minute, Jesus. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are. What really is light? Heat. Where does heat come from? So Jesus is the light of the world. He's the Okay, we're getting there. Genesis 1 through 5. Genesis chapter 1 through 5. We're about to move on, man. I might need you on them keys in just a little bit. Are we there? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formed and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, let there be light. And there was light. Verse 4. That's the one. And God saw that light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness.
My God.
If something is good, why would you? God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. We're still on the treadmills. I need you to move it to 2.5 miles per hour. So we're starting to pick up the pace just a little bit. So he saw this light, this fire was good. And to keep it under control, he set a boundary. And he gave half the control to light and the other half to darkness. Can you do me a favor, DJ Tom, just for a second? I want you to keep these lights on here, but turn the other lights off except for the side lights. So he gave half the control to light. And he gave another half of the control to darkness. I wonder why he did that. You can turn it back on, DJ Tell him. I just want to bring forth a point. Anybody want to know why he did that? Because anyone or anything else can't manage full authority without getting an ego. Prove it to you. I'm gonna prove it to you. He told light or fire, he said, you rule the day, but to keep you from feeling yourself, darkness, you rule the night. You ever wonder what Lucifer's heavenly name meant? Son of the morning. Because he was radiant, and in his body described, I think it's in Isaiah, he had some diamonds and sapphires and rubies and all types of onyx and things engraved in his body. So when he walked, he would shine very brightly. So you got to beware of things that shine without boundaries.
Go ahead.
We're moving. Because Jesus is the only one that can handle all that power. With jogging number, we're going to start sprinting in just a little while. Set your treadmills, if you will, to 5 miles per hour. So we're starting to move up just a little bit. Because too much control breeds pride. I'm going to say that again for somebody. Too much control Because in Scripture, excuse me, Jesus took a front row seat when that angel of light got kicked out of heaven. And according to Luke 10 and 18, he said to them, I saw Satan fall like lightning from the sky. What is lightning? Fire. Watch this. Lightning really is concentrated fire moving really fast in what we see as a boat. The last strange fire that started filling itself got ejected out of heaven. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk to me. See, again, he's mentioned as an angel of light in the Scripture. So God sets up a thermostat and a thermometer to every now and then check each other. See, we need someone or we need something every now and then, Pastor, to G-check us.
All right.
That slave or beat us back into submission and humility. The Apostle Paul, the one who preached the grace of God, he needed something to check him. So according to 2 Corinthians 12 and 9, he pleaded 3 times that thorn in his flesh may leave him. But God answered, Jesus, and he said, my grace is sufficient for you because my strength is made perfect in your weakness. In other words, he gave the apostle a boundary. Because if you read the preceding verses after that, he talked about he needed it to keep him on his knees. Because of the abundance of revelation. So you getting this anointing and you getting all this revelation, sir, huh? You think you something. So let me send you a little something, a regulator to keep you from overheating. Turn to your neighbor and say, perspective. Sometimes the thing that's attacking you is employed. Woo! It's been employed. So let me ask you this, Pastor Sterling. Why are we trying to manage what has been employed to manage us for a season?
My God.
Where did that come from? So, whenever someone or something can't be critiqued or corrected, don't worry, they'll overheat sooner or later. Whenever Pastor or one of y'all correct me and I get arrogant and cocky, don't worry. He gonna send something that will cause me to overheat. So the next time you deal with somebody that's hard-headed and stubborn and they don't want to listen to you, just step back. Okay, God, send them a boundary. It's going to break them. So when he spoke, he included how hot it was going to be and he knew how long it can last. But what's really interesting to me was he said light, but what he implied to was fire. Because fire gives off light. Follow me now. We're still on the treadmill at 5 miles per hour, but now we're on the incline. So set it to 2.5, if you will. Anybody deal with a treadmill every now and then? See, to be more concise, fire has an occupation. It has been employed in our lives. Can I talk about the 3 reasons God will send fire in your life?
All right. My God.
Has it been unusually hot in your life? Has it been unusual things starting to happen? More so than what you're normally used to. Maybe it's just been the preacher. Maybe he's been the only one that's been dealing with something that seemed to be a little unusual. So he sends an email on why he hired the fire. I wish I had somebody tell me this. I always like to say the little quote,
Your life is the necessary research to somebody else's cure.
Yeah. But guess who gets to be the research?
Come on now.
See, some I'm gonna leave that alone. Leave that. Folks think preachers don't go through nothing.
Woo! Come on now.
Number one, fire occupation, fire that burns. The number one thing is it's been sent into your life. One of 3 reasons, or if not all 3 reasons. It's fire that burns. It became so devastating that it turned to a potential destroyer. Gilligan's Island. And every time we get prideful, when we are called to worship, watch this, our potential turns into destructive behaviors. And instead of being sight for others, remember, fire gives off light, simulates things to make it visible. Instead of being sight for other people, help, we become trouble. And the thing about troubles are they are mostly consuming. So uncontrolled fires burns or kills. It's destructive. So perhaps God is sending the fire to destroy something or to burn something up. Prayerfully seek God. Prayerfully seek Him continually on what it may be in your life and in my life. Because God is trying to teach us something. He's trying to teach us something. And if you don't pay attention, I learned, Pastor Danita, because some of these things I went through. I told you in the sermon I preached a while back. Seasons, cycles, and moments. God operates in seasons, in cycles, and in moments. Sometimes we miss the season because we don't pay attention. And that season, whatever duration that season was, becomes a life cycle.
My God.
Number 2, fire that purifies or cooks. Under control, it has the potential to still produce some good works. It burns off impurities and toxins, all the while making its contents more presentable. See, perhaps He isn't killing you. The method contradicts the results. Talk about that later. However, God uses what He chooses, but He does so to purify us. Prayerfully seek and ask God to humble you and to humble us, to be patient with His plans to perfect us. That makes sense? See, somewhere in my life, in our life, we are too raw, and when others bite in and try to taste, they get some allergic reactions because we haven't been thoroughly cooked and we haven't been thoroughly purified just yet. And so when they taste and see, that's too much rawness. It hadn't been cooked quite in the middle yet. So we have to go right back in the fire and continue to be cooked so that we can be purified. So it may be an attitude, it may be a propensity, it may be a behavior, it may be a mentality, but whatever it is, it needs to be cooked and purified. Move past that. Number 3, this is the one I really want to talk about. The occupation fire has been sent. Fire that lifts. It got quiet. Good. See, I'm going to need you just a second. If enough fire gets under something, I want you to visualize this. Or if enough fire gets behind something, if it's harnessed properly, it can propel an object beyond its natural capability. If it's getting on your mind, if it's getting in your spirit, pushing you beyond your natural capability. Normally, Pastor Sonny, I wouldn't pray as much. I pray. Normally, Pastor Danita, I wouldn't start reading as much. But until trouble gets until enough pressure starts to come, and I start and I have to sometimes worship. I have to sometimes pray. I have to sometimes sit there and take it.
Oh, you better go ahead.
He said, let patience have its perfect work. So sometimes you got to sit there and lay there and let patience cut you open. Because I personally realize I still have some attitude problems. I still need some attitude adjustment. Because when pressure comes up against me, my first offense is to fight. And I was told somewhere in the Bible that the battle is not yours, but it belongs to God. So how can I fight a battle that I can't fight if He takes away my fight? Sometimes God got to take away your fight or your anointing to fight off. If He wants to send something that's stronger and you still using something that's weaker, so it has come to do a certain job, and while it feels unnecessary, fire has a particular calling. It's come to thrust you into a speed that you can't achieve on your own, or to elevate you, to a dimension that gravity holds you down to, while things are pulling you down. The fire is pushing you up. I gotta move on. Approved. Last point, approved. So here is Shadrach, Meshach, and AB. That's what I'm gonna call it. And AB. They wouldn't worship the idols of their day and time. And the king set a decree that any who doesn't worship when the music plays will be thrown into the fiery furnace. See, the idol was about 90 feet tall according to the Bible. Why do we seem to worship gold and things that make themselves appear to be taller than what they really are? The scripture says in 2 Corinthians 10, 3-6, pulling down strongholds and casting down arguments and imaginations and every high thing above the knowledge of God. So whatever that idol was, it was exalting itself. And although everybody else, give me 3 people right here. Just give me 3, any 3. Male or female, I just need 3. I need y'all to participate. Everybody else participate for me. Can everybody else please stand up for just a second? Now, I need y'all to play music. When the music plays, you just sit down. You don't have to bow. I don't want y'all to bow down. I feel some type of way. I have to, Lord have mercy. Just sit down for me when the music plays. Y'all 3 don't sit down. Play some music. The decree was made that you shall bow before the idol. We're going to give you one more chance, or we're going to throw you in that furnace, and I'm going to heat it 7 times more. Music, please. That's good. Some people didn't bow. I like that. Some people didn't sit down. Thank you. So, this seems familiar. There was one person, an angel at one time. Oh, that's it. I got it. There was one who was in heaven who led the worship of God. And all kinds of music would play. And all of creation would begin to bow and worship the King of Kings. All right? But there's one person, there's one angel, who is called, according to the scripture, Lucifer, said in his own heart, I will exalt my throne above the mountain of... And watch this. Lucifer had an ego, and his ego has a persona, which we know as Satan. See, let me give it down to modern terms. I gotta go against the wall because I'm about to do something irrational here. See, we think it's just twerking.
All right.
Oh, did I hit a nerve? And we think it's just working. No, that's a form of worship.
You're right.
When we clap, applause is a form of worship. When you sing, singing is a form of worship. When you dance, dancing is a form of worship. When you rap, rapping is a form of worship. Worship not unto God, got Satan kicked out of heaven. Somebody tell me what I'm talking about. He did not sin. He just stopped doing what he was purposed to do.
All right.
He was purposed and he was created to lead worship. But he deceived. Let me stop. So God sent one angel to G-check him. Michael, the archangel. See, when I first started going through these intense fiery trials, I was convinced that I did something wrong. But under further observation, I just stopped bowing to those idols. So when the king got upset, we're about to run now, he sent strong men to bind him. I don't know about you, but has some things hemmed you? So the strong men came and they binded him. Have you been publicly ridiculed or sentenced to an area of inferior or lower living for choosing to only bow to God? And so your credit approval has just gone up some. So the enemy has nothing new. He just copies and pastes and perverts things. And when you stop copying the culture of the world, Romans 12:2, you get tied up. So the king heated up the furnace 7 times hotter. You have an option to lay down, or you have an option to keep going. The only way to make it through the process is to go through the fire. There's no turning around. There's no getting underneath it. There's no running from it. The only way through is through the fire. So the fire relates to us as various unfair hardships, downsizing or downgrading, whatever the problem may be. The only way is through. Again, let me ask you a question. Has things been unusually difficult?
Go ahead.
Person. Has it been unusual distress?
Yes.
Has it been, watch this, unusual warfare?
Yes.
7 times hotter. 7 times more than what it usually is. I know we're about to sprint. See, things have been backed up, and the fluidity that you once had to move freely has eroded. See, and it seems that your prayers have been bound with no answer for the continued affliction.
My God.
It's because you've been approved. I'm telling you, what God told me is not what it looks like. See, in order to boost your credit history, you have to make payments on time. Watch this. Over and over and over and over and over and over for a set amount of time. So if your credit score is 120, and if you need the approval for a house house or something, it needs to be around 820 or more, depending on what size or what type of house you're going to get. So to get it to 820, you might have to make payments on time for about 3 to 5 years. Some of us, like your boy, had so much bad credit. I'm not talking about a worldly system, I'm talking about a spiritual system.
All right.
That it really takes prayers. It really takes fasting. It really takes seeking. It really takes believing. Over and over and over and over. Tell me. Come on. So he allows your enemies or circumstances to turn up on you more than usual. It's just a test. He tests you to see if you're going to cave in, collapse, or you're going to be authentic and you're going to stand, persevere. I wonder which one it is. But when they decided to throw them in the fire, the Bible says in Daniel chapter 3 that the Hebrew 3 made up in their mind that even if the fire does kill me, I won't bow down. So the mindset, even if the sun does take me out, I won't bow down. I won't give up. I won't collapse. I won't quit. If I gotta live, I will live. If I gotta hop, I gotta hop. If I gotta crawl, I'll crawl. Whatever I gotta do. This is not some random isolated events. You've been set up. Watch this. And for 5 people that get this, your credit score is really about to go up. I'm not just talking naturally, I'm talking spiritually. People tune in to your hit television show. And it's called We on Fire. But watch us not burn. Tell that to 7 people prophetically. I'm on fire. Watch me not burn. Watch me not burn. See, I thought I was going through this for just myself. No. We have people watching my television series and they're looking. He's in the fire. I know he's going through trauma. I'm dumbfounded because he was tied up. He was bound in the fire. But why is he loose? And why is he not burned up? It's because Jesus, he was in the fire with him. If you get this man, you're going to get set free. I'm telling you. 7 is the number of completion. My. God made everything in 6 days. And on the 7th day, he rested. He said it was good. So when God rests on the 7th day, what's normally been employed has to take the day off. Oh, we didn't get that. Let me break it down. So when the king got furious, he heated up the furnace 7 times. So what the king did by accident, he unintentionally honored the Sabbath day. And since he honored the Sabbath day, since he honored the 7th time, what had the heat, what had the potential to kill you, what had the power to one time destroy you, had to be cut off. Because Jesus was in there with him. God, my God. Had he stopped at 6 times, it would have killed him. Had he stopped at 5 times, it still wouldn't have got him. Because 5 is the number of grace. But since he chose 7, heat's power, fire's power, had to be turned off. I don't know who this is for. But whatever's been on you, whatever's been coming against you, the Bible says, can I get a little back? The Bible says, let me tell you this. It might not be for everybody.
All right.
It's for those who can. And I'm telling you, if a prophet, the thing about prophecy is this. It can be meant for Pastor Danita. But whatever part you need to it, if you latch on to that thing, it's coming to her. But you start to latch on. It comes right. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen. I've done it myself. Prophecy going forward. And it's met that person. And I get in the corner. And I start, God, you know I need it. God, you know I want it. God, give it to me. God, give it to me. And next thing I know, I feel the anointing. Right along later, it manifests. So the Lord says this. Come on, keep following. He said, I have allowed some things to be hotter than usual. And it has come, it has carried on for some years, for others months. But I am approving my people, those who endure to the end. What others work for, what others toil for, I will transfer over to you because you have the credentials necessary to manage my wealth, to manage my power, and to manage my authority. That's the decree. Come on, pull on. See, the fire has come, but to eliminate the pretenders and to promote the pure. See, he says, I see how you've handled the turmoil, past your ability to endure and to withstand. He says, get into a place of worship because worship rises. Since you didn't bow down to the temperature to quit, I will bless you and I will exalt you. God will give you this warning. It's coming. But when it comes, don't get an ego. Prove by fire. Listen, I don't know what it is you need, but it's already here. It's already here. I'm personally about to go in, and I'm about to worship. I'm about to lift him up. We're gonna
go ahead, preacher.
We're gonna give God a praise. We're gonna lift him up for his power to come, his deliverance to come. But while I'm doing this, it's vital that you start to till your own ground. That whatever hindrances mentally, whatever yokes, come on, you got to get it off. The atmosphere is already fertile. DJ, tell me, can you play that for me? Musicians, in about 5 minutes, it's going to second break. I need you to catch that. That's when we're going to flow in the altar, okay? And when the altar comes, I'm going to need some ministers. I'm going to need some help. DJ,